Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to Cosmic Rhythms. I'm Aaron Smythe, and wherever you're listening from today, thank you for inviting me into your world. Before we begin, take a nice deep breath with me. In through the nose, and slowly exhale. Lovely. Let's arrive together. Today's episode is one that feels incredibly close to my heart, because I think every single one of us has asked this question at some point. Why is this happening to me? Maybe you've lost your job. Maybe a relationship ended. Maybe your plans completely fell apart. Maybe you're sitting in a season where nothing seems to be moving. I can tell you from experience, there was literally a matter of 3 years in my life that it was just like I got 100 no's. No. Rejection. Like literally nothing was moving. And that's where I honestly found the tarot with like the spirituality door was literally knocking my name, and it was just the most painful experience, but it was preparing me. So if you're there, I feel you, my loves. So, and when these moments, it's so easy to believe that life is working against us, especially when those doors aren't opening, that somehow we've done something wrong, that the universe is testing us. But what if we've been asking the wrong question? What if instead of asking, why is this happening to me, we begin asking, what is this preparing me for? Ooh, I'm going to repeat that for the people at the back. What if instead of asking, why is this happening to me, we begin asking, what is this preparing me for? That one question has completely changed the way I look at my life. If you've followed my journey for a while, you'll know that my life hasn't been a straight line. I've moved countries, I've packed up my life more times than I can count. I've stood in audition rooms where I desperately wanted someone to say yes, choose me, only to hear a no. I've questioned whether I was on the right path. I've wondered if I should keep dancing. I've wondered if I should keep creating. And then somewhere along the way, tarot found me. Astrology found me. Or maybe they've always been there, waiting for me to notice them. Then Zodiac Threads slowly began growing, not overnight, and not because everything suddenly became easy, but it was because every experience I had before that gave me something I needed. The resilience from dance, the discipline from years of training, the confidence to stand in front of people, the ability to tell stories, the willingness to keep going after rejection. None of it was wasted. When I look back now, the moments that hurt the most often become the moments that shape me the most. The jobs I didn't get made room for opportunities I couldn't even imagine. The places I left led me to people I never would have met. The uncertainty taught me to trust myself instead of constantly looking for certainty outside of myself. And that's something I think we often forget. We only understand the dots when we look backwards, never while we're living them. I remember hearing a quote that said, "Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards." Ooh, let's repeat that. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. Gosh, I love this. And I think that's so true. When you're standing in uncertainty, you can't see the whole picture. You're only holding one puzzle piece. So instead of demanding clarity, can you practice curiosity? Instead of asking, why hasn't my life worked out? Try asking, what qualities is this season helping me develop? Maybe it's patience. Maybe it's courage. Maybe it's boundaries. Maybe it's compassion. Maybe it's simply to trust. Those things don't arrive because life is easy. They arrive because life invites us to grow. I also think we put too much pressure on ourselves to have everything figured out, especially now. We compare our lives to everyone else's highlight reel. We think we should already know our purpose, already know our career, already know our forever home, and already know our person. I know it's exhausting, right? But life rarely unfolds that way. Purpose isn't usually one big lightning bolt moment like we all want it to be. It's built through hundreds of small, courageous choices. One conversation, one opportunity, one risk, one day at a time. And just like the Knight of Pentacles in the tarot, I always say to my clients and on my tarot lives is basically 1% better. One of my favorite quotes is 1% better every day, every time gets you exactly where you need to be. And just putting in that one step in front of the other and focusing on today. And the point of power is always in the now moment. So if you're in a season that feels uncertain, I just want to gently remind you, not knowing doesn't mean you're lost. Waiting doesn't mean you're failing. Changing direction doesn't mean you've made a mistake. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is trust that this chapter doesn't have to make sense yet. One day you'll look back and you'll realize this season quietly gave you exactly what you needed. And like one of my favorite songs, The Big Chill, is you might not always get what you want, but you might just find you get what you need. Let me repeat that for the people at the back. You might not always get what you want, but you might just find you get what you need. And maybe you needed to hear that today. So here's something I'd love for you to reflect on today. Instead of asking, why is this happening? Ask yourself, who is this season inviting me to become? Because that's the real transformation. The goal isn't just reaching the destination, it's becoming the person who's ready when you get there. And I feel as well, it's always been, you want to be prepared when the opportunity comes, because when it does come, and it will come, trust me, my loves, it will, you want to be prepared. So in these moments of quiet uncertainty, be prepared, get prepared on your talents, your skills, whatever you're focusing on, get so goddamn good at what you do that when that opportunity arrives, you're going to open those doors and you're going to receive the abundance and the blessings that's coming for you. And I assure you that, because when you're prepared, my gosh, the universe loves that, and the universe meets you and gives you that opportunity. So before we finish today, I'd love you to place one hand on your heart, take a slow, deep breath in, and gently close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Let's repeat these words together. I trust that every season has a purpose. I release the need to control every outcome. I choose faith over fear. I honor the person I am becoming, even when I cannot see the whole path. I trust the next step. Life is not against me. Life is preparing me. And I am ready for what's meant for me. Take one more deep breath in and slowly let it go. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this episode resonated, I'd love for you to share it with someone who might need this reminder. And if you're enjoying Cosmic Rhythms, following the show and leaving a review really helps more people discover these conversations. So remember, maybe life isn't happening to you, maybe it's preparing you. Until next time, trust the stars, trust yourself, and keep moving through life in your own cosmic rhythm. Bye for now.